Good morning. I'm back with you. This is kind of part 2 of puff pastry dough. In the previous video, we went all the way to our first roll and fold, and then the video ended. I continued to roll and fold the dough 3 more times for a total of 4, and then I allowed the dough to rest overnight. I cut it in half this morning, I froze half, and here's the other piece now. So I want you to see how it looks all finished, and unwrapping it. And I am going to roll this by hand to 3 mils, which is pretty thin. It's about, a little more than 1/8 of an inch. But there's the dough, and I'm gonna roll it to 3 mils, keeping it in 5-inch increments. We have to cut 5-inch squares to make the pastries, to make the puff diamonds. So in order to maximize the amount of dough we have and not to waste, we want to keep it in 5-inch increments. So I'm going to roll this dough out, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to cut those 5-inch squares and turn them into puff diamonds. Okay. So I'm back with you. I've rolled this out to about 3 mils. It's approximately 10 inches wide in most spots, and in some spots it's a little bit wider. So our next step is to take a straight edge and a sharp knife and to square it off. So I have I don't know if you can see it, but I have a paring knife which I've sharpened, and I'm trimming off that bit of dough, which I'll save to make 10 inches, or excuse me, to make a straight edge. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on this edge. I want to straighten it out. I think I did. And then, I got a little wonky corner, but that's okay. Hang on, I need my glasses. So I am going to measure 5 inches in. Now at school, people, we have 5-inch boards, which make this much easier than doing it by hand. But the goal here is to get a 5-inch square, and that is what I'm going to give you so I can show you. Now let's see, if I go from here to here, I should get a 5-inch square. All right, there we go. All right, this one of course has got a slightly wonky corner, so I'm going to put that one aside. I'm going to give us one more perfect one for this demonstration. And remember, at school you're going to have a 5-inch board that's going to make this a lot easier. Okay, there we go. All right, so now to make, there's your square. I'm going to put my 5-inch square. I folded it into a perfect triangle, and you can use a bench scraper if you want to keep it nice and even, which we do. We're going to go about 1/2 inch from the top, and we're going to cut straight down, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's see, right about there. And then we're going to open up our dough, brush away the excess flour, and if we had our egg wash out, we would egg wash around the perimeter, take the bottom corner, flip it up, and it kind of glues itself with the egg wash. Take the opposite corner and bring it over. You get 2 little knots on the side, and what you end up with is your little puff diamond. The pastry cream is going to be piped in a thin layer on the bottom. They're going to bake until they've puffed and they're crisp, and then you're going to put the filling on the top and put it back in the oven and finish baking them. And there you have apple puff diamonds.